guys, we're back. Had some food and yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I accidentally deleted our progress last time. The good news is, though, this game doesn't really require, set progress thing or
What are
whatever.
you doing?
Oh, I just saved those because those are, like, important clips. Like, one of the earliest, one of the latest. But we had a breakthrough last time because we discovered that Eve and Hannah have different. Well, Eve has a tattoo on her left arm, and Hannah apparently does not.
Which is weird because in Until Dawn, Hannah is the one with the tattoo.
Yeah, that's probably a coincidence, but still it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that in mind, we are now going to hopefully sort of like dive into getting this a little bit quicker.
And hopefully I'll cut out stuff.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
Okay, so that's not about her her tattoos, but here we clearly see her having a tattoo.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
Okay, so Eve's tattoo. Let's add that to the session. So this one, yeah, this is on the last day.
So I moved out. Got a small bed set. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings, so I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
So she sings at a bar. Maybe that's why she has the wig.
Maybe. Wonder. I don't think that's worth putting in yet, but let's try this one.
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Interesting that there's mention of a palindrome there, because both Hannah and Eve are
Yeah.
technically palindromes. I'm gonna add that. So,
You want to look at palindrome?
yeah, why not? Well, I should spell it right first. There we go. Other than, yeah, just those two. Interesting. Hannah, I think this is one of the first ones.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N.
Yep. So let's go ahead and add that. smack it back in the beginning here. Oh, they swapped places. Okay, I see how that works now. So we can arrange a timeline. What is this? 1st of June, 27th of oh no, 1st of July, 27th of June. So that's in the correct order. Okay. Scar. Simon has Scar, so let's see if there's any other mention of scars. Nope, just there.
Oh, did we do Ouija?
Oh no, we did not. Ouija. Yeah, this is
Ouija
the-
is just with,
Oh.
we, and then J-A.
There we go. 2 mentions.
When beautiful people died, it always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
Okay. Might want to look up dreams later.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous. Didn't
We've
want
seen
to
this
share.
one before.
Even the first
Oh,
date,
we did, yeah.
We went to see Tom Cruise at the old.
So, come on. Let's say, what did I want to look up? Dreams. Maybe dreams? Nope, okay.
Rapunzel? Oh, we already looked up Rapunzel, I think.
I think we did, yeah. How about stories?
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
Okay.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had,
We've seen this one.
we still have in the attic.
Yeah, about the doll's house. Okay.
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
This one's a little meatier.
No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when it came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week. I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to
We've seen
them
this
or they
one.
inherited it.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy.
Okay, so I think we can look up a little bit more of Florence because I think that holds Eve's history.
Yeah.
Ooh, exactly 5. Only talked about on that day.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called
We've
Florence.
watched this one.
We did, yeah.
When Hannah,
So this one.
Florence took me home with her. mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby.
Yep. So, got the story about the twins separated.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
Mm-hmm.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
So, I noticed mention of her story there, referring to Florence, I think. Yep, there we go.
Do you want to look up diary?
Yeah, diary. A little bit.
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. It helps make sense of my day. When you're forced to put something into words, this gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page.
I guess hold on to that.
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left. Walked out and across the street.
So, when Florence died, she went across the street to Hannah's family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
It just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
Wow, okay. So they did swap places between each other and use their diary in order to coordinate that, living as Hannah, essentially. Interesting, okay. You mentioned rules. we might have seen this one, but just in case.
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looks scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know.
Probably was mistaken identity. Okay, and then this one.
It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird in a way it hadn't been before.
So she lived in the attic so that they could hide the fact that there were two of them. And they would share boyfriends, well, Hannah's boyfriends. But when she married Simon, she didn't want to do it anymore. Mm-hmm. That's the one. That's
You
one.
want? Do we check Carl?
We haven't checked Carl yet. 5, good.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.
15, wow.
Yep.
What a whore. I'm kidding.
Well,
Man or woman, you're 15 and you're having sex. That's a bit young.
a little. So, let's see.
But, it's your life.
Indeed.
No, I was 15. Carl was
Have
older.
you seen this one?
17.
Yeah, we have. All right.
But those two go together.
These two?
Yeah, those two,
Mm-hmm.
they're the same.
They're like the same day and the same, like,
Yeah.
one after the other?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, wait, let's see. This one is 14, 24, 41. This one's 14, 25, 13. So probably next one.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
Mm-hmm. So Carl was the last boyfriend before Simon came along.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just make sure. Simon. Ones where they mention both.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and then crashed the car.
That's the one. So Hannah is a better driver.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Let's see if we can get back to the murder.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. We've kind of gotten off track with figuring out their complicated life. And I don't know. I still want to say jealousy is a thing. No? Did I not spell it right? Yeah, that's it. So, okay. What about Eric?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I was just thinking on these. Okay, might as well start from here. So
Mhm.
here, I'm pretty sure is Hannah. I think.
He
Mm-hmm.
was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, black pants there. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
So I'm guessing early in the investigation, they were interviewing Hannah, Simon's wife. Then, at some point, they find out about Eve, and they bring her in for questioning. And she has a different... You can tell it's when it's Eve because she has a different mannerisms, different personality, and... she seems to become the main suspect because at the end, like one of the last ones is saying that they basically don't have any proof.
Mm-hmm.
But there's got to be proof in these earlier interviews.